My name is Noah, and I never imagined that the woman I trusted most in this world would one day destroy me with a few quiet words. Lena and I had been married for 6 years. We weren't flawless, but we had what I thought was a strong marriage, filled with late-night conversations, shared laughter, and small habits that made life feel secure and loving. I believed in us completely. But a few months ago, something changed. It started subtly. Lena became distant, distracted, her smiles growing faint and hollow. She spent long stretches of time on her phone, her attention elsewhere, her warmth slowly fading. I asked if she was okay, and she brushed it off, blaming work or tiredness. I wanted to believe her, but something in my gut told me the truth was darker. Then one evening, she asked me to sit with her at the kitchen table. Her eyes were red, her hands trembling around a cup she hadn't touched. The silence between us was suffocating. "Noah," she said finally, her voice fragile, "there's something I have to tell you." My heart started racing. I could already sense what was coming, though I desperately hoped I was wrong. She took a shuddering breath and whispered, "I'm pregnant and it might not be yours." The world stopped. Every sound around me, the ticking clock, the hum of the refrigerator, vanished into nothing. I stared at her, waiting for some sign this was a cruel mistake, but her tear-streaked face told me it wasn't. I couldn't feel my hands. My voice barely came out. "What do you mean, might not be mine?" She broke down, sobbing uncontrollably. Through her shaking breaths, she admitted it happened once, that she didn't plan it, that she hated herself every day since. I sat there motionless, numb. It was like watching our life collapse in slow motion, every moment of trust, every memory turning to dust. When she finally looked at me again, her voice cracked. "Please say something." I exhaled slowly, somehow steady despite the storm inside me. "Lena," I said softly, "I can't undo what's happened. I don't know whose child this is, but I do know I loved you enough to build a life with you. That love doesn't vanish overnight. What hurts the most isn't the affair, it's that you didn't trust me enough to tell me sooner." Her sobs grew louder. She tried to touch my hand, but I pulled away. I wasn't ready for that. "You say it was a mistake," I continued quietly, "but mistakes still leave scars. The question now is whether we face this honestly or walk away pretending we tried." She whispered that she didn't deserve forgiveness. Maybe she was right. But as I sat there, watching the woman who had just torn my heart apart, I realized that anger couldn't rebuild what honesty had already destroyed. I stood slowly and placed a hand on hers. "I'm not making any decisions tonight," I said. "You're going to tell me everything. No lies, no hiding. If this baby is mine, I'll stand by it. But if it isn't, I'll walk away knowing I gave you one last chance to be truthful." Her voice trembled. "You're not leaving?" "Not yet," I said. "Leaving is easy. Listening takes strength." That night, neither of us slept. She told me everything, who it was, how it happened, and how much she despised herself afterward. Every word was a knife, but I forced myself to listen. I needed the full truth before I could decide what came next. Days passed in silence until the envelope arrived. Lena's hand shook as she handed it to me. I opened it, my breath stuck in my chest. I read the results once, then again. The child was mine. She collapsed, sobbing into her hands, whispering that she didn't deserve another chance. I looked at her for a long time and said quietly, "I don't know if I'll ever see you the same way again, but I don't hate you." She looked up, eyes swollen, and asked, "What are you going to do?" I sighed, feeling the weight of everything pressing down on me. "Raise my child," I said, "and rebuild myself. Whether you're part of that depends on what you do next." Then I stepped outside into the cold night air, the truth settling heavy in my chest. I didn't know if forgiveness would ever come, or if trust could be reborn from betrayal. But I did know this. I faced the truth without running from it. And sometimes that's the only kind of strength that matters.